Today we are going to discuss about the first chapter, and it is very important chapter. It covers almost 5 to 6 marks in your course. The measurement means you will have two different things. One is unknown, another is known. For example, if you want to measure the length of this book, so this book is unknown physical quantity, but you use one scale to measure the length of this book. So that scale is called non-standard quantity. Okay. So the measurement is the process of comparison of unknown physical quantity with standard known quantity. The process of comparison of unknown physical quantity with standard known quantity is called measurement. Did you understand what I said?
Yes.
It is the process of comparison of unknown physical quantity with standard
Quantity.
known quantity, in which the unknown physical quantity is book and the non-standard quantity is scale
And tape.
or the tape also. Yeah, you are correct. I think you got it, right? Okay, now it's your turn to define what is measurement.
The process of comparison of an unknown physical quantity with the non-standard quantity is called measurement.
Yes, you are exactly right. The process of comparison of unknown physical quantity with non-standard quantity is called measurement. Okay, so what do you mean by physical quantity then?
The quantity which can be measured is called physical quantity.
Yes, those quantity which you can measure, then those quantities are called physical quantity, right? It can be asked in your question, length is a physical quantity. Why?
Length is physical quantity because it can be measured.
Yes, you are correct. Length is a physical quantity because it can be measured. You can measure the length of any unknown physical quantity, right? So because of that, length is a physical quantity, and the reason is because you can measure it. Okay. Mass, you know mass?
Yes.
Mass is a physical quantity. Why?
Mass is physical quantity because it can be measured.
Yes,
Right.
that's correct. Mass is a physical quantity because it can be measured. Okay, similarly, I will ask one more question for you. If you know that, I will understand that you have understood what I taught now. Okay, so temperature, temperature is a quantity. It is a type of quantity, but we can call it a physical quantity. Why? Temperature. Why temperature is called physical quantity?
Temperature is called physical quantity because temperature is also it also measured. It can be also measured.
Yeah, you are a little bit confused again. It is so simple to answer. Why it is called physical quantity? It is called physical quantity because it can be measured. Answer is same in all. Okay. Area, area? Area is called a physical quantity. Why?
Area is physical quantity because it can be measured.
Yes, of course, that is the answer. Simple answer for each and every question. So why it is called physical quantity? If it is called physical quantity, then it can be measured. Okay, it can be measured. So speed, speed is also a physical quantity. Why?
Because speed is also physical quantity because it can be also measured.
Yes, of course. Why these quantities are called physical quantities? Okay, that we learned now, and now it's a revision turn, and I will ask you what is the measurement. Okay, what is measurement? Can you tell me what is measurement?
The process of comparison of an unknown physical quantity with the known quantity, non-standard quantity is called measurement.
Yes, that is the process of comparison of unknown physical quantity with known standard quantity is called measurement. And if there is a question why temperature is called physical quantity,
Temperature is called physical quantity because it can be measured.
Yes, of course. So temperature is called a physical quantity because it can be measured. So those all the quantity which can be measured are called physical quantities, right?
Yes.
So at last we'll define the quantities which can be measured are called physical quantity. Can you tell me what are the example of physical quantity now?
Length, mass, time, area, speed, etc.
Yes, you are exactly correct. Dear student, now we'll discuss about the importance of measurement. You know, what are the importance of measurement? Can you just tell me what are the importance of the measurement in our daily life?
Measurement is useful for selling and buying goods. It is useful to measure raw materials in industries, etc.
Okay, don't be confused. Okay, measurement is very important in our daily life. You don't need to be confused on this. Measurement, it's a very important thing. And whatever you study, you just need to relate it with your daily life. Okay, so measurement, it is useful for selling and buying goods. You know, selling and buying goods.
Yes.
When you are selling something
Or buying something.
or buying something, you have to measure it. For example, one customer comes there and he asks with you, give me a kg of potato. Did you understand what I said? So
Yes.
customer comes there and he will ask 1 kg of potato. So do you need to measure the mass of potato or not?
Yes.
Yeah, of course you need to measure it. Otherwise, without measuring, how can you give 1 kg potato to that customers who is there in front of you? So whenever you are selling or buying something, you need to measure it. So that is the importance of measurement, isn't it?
Yes.
So measurement is useful for selling and buying goods. Did you understand what I said?
Yes.
Yeah, that is the importance of measurements, and it is very useful in our daily life. For example, you go some shop and you want to buy sugar, but this seller,
Yes.
shopkeeper,
Shopkeeper.
he will ask you how much you want. So you will say 1 kg. Is it possible to give that 1 kg sugar without measuring it?
No.
No, of course. He cannot give without measurement. So it is very important. Can you tell me why it is important? It is important for selling and buying goods.
Buying goods.
Yeah, that is the first point. Measurement is useful for buying and selling goods. Did you understand what I said? Are you getting me?
Yes.
Yes, that is the first point. Now let's enter into the next point. It is essential. You know, essential means it is useful for making and preparing food. You know, for example, you are cooking. You want to cook something. So you want to measure how much you need to put it there. For example, if you are cooking rice, you have to measure the water, and you have to measure
Rice.
the rice also. It is essential for making and preparing food. And third point, it is useful to measure the raw materials in industry. You know industry?
Yes.
It is a very big factories, right?
Yes.
So that measurement is important in industry to measure the raw material.
Materials.
Okay, so here we'll study only 3 points. Okay, I'm going to repeat now. Measurement is useful for selling and buying goods. First point. Second point, it is essential for making and preparing foods. And third point, it is useful to measure raw materials in industry. Can you tell me what are the importance of measurement? Any 3 importance of the measurement in your daily life?
Measurement is useful for selling and buying goods. Number 2, it is essential.
Essential. It is essential.
It is essential for making and preparing food. It is useful to measure raw materials in industries.
Yes. But now you need to understand what is the importance of measurement. I hope you understood it. Did you understand what I said?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That was the actual importance of the measurement in our daily life. We use it to sell and buy goods. We use it to make or prepare any types of foods, and it is useful to measure the raw materials in industry. Okay? Okay, that was the importance of measurement. Now we will enter into the another topic. So that is standard unit. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the standard unit. Okay, standard unit, it means the unit of measurement which is accepted all over the world as a basic unit. You know, that is called standard unit. Can you tell me what are the example of standard unit?
The example of standard units are kilogram, meter, second, liter, etc.
Yes. So example of standard unit are kilogram, meter, second, etc. So anyone, they can ask you why that kilogram is called standard unit. Because it is accepted all over the world as a basic unit. So that is called standard unit. Understood what I said?
Yes.
Okay, meter, that is a standard unit. Why?
Because it is accepted by all over the world as a basic unit of a standard unit.
Okay, that is not exact answer, but you are quite little bit, you are near to the answer. Okay, so meter, it is called standard unit because it is accepted all over the world as a basic unit. But someone can ask you why second is a standard unit, because it is accepted by all over the world as a basic unit. So it is called standard unit. Did you understand what I said?
Yes.
Yeah. Now we will repeat the definition of standard unit, and we will learn more about the standard unit now. Can you tell me what is the standard unit?
The unit of measurement which is accepted by all over the world as a basic unit is called standard unit.
Okay, you are little bit confused on that. So don't be confused. It is very simple. The unit of measurement which is accepted by all over the world as a basic unit is called standard unit. And the example of standard unit are kilogram, meter,
second,
and second, etc.